Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Hot Jobs with us here at Higher Military. How are you? It's been a hot minute. I wasn't here this time last week. I was sunning myself in the warmer climes of Florida, Clearwater Beach, no less, which was such a wonderful treat. Away from Fairbanks, Alaska, where when I returned on Friday morning after leaving at 77 degrees, it was negative 40. So I'm not listening to any of you guys in the Midwest telling me how cold it is right now, because it is freaking freezing here at the moment. It is so great to see you. If this is your first time with us here at Hot Jobs, welcome. I can't wait for all of the information we have in store for you today. If you've been with us before a time or two, you know the drill, you know what we're up to, but it's really great to see you back. Thank you so much for joining us. As you can see, there's just two of us in the room today because we are so terribly and utterly busy that two of us could make it this morning, or this afternoon, morning here in Alaska. So before we get started, I am going to hand over to Kate to make an introduction.
Sure. Hey, Lucy. So good to be here with everyone. Oh, wow. Here we go. There, the chats are turning on. There's a lag if you don't know. When you comment and when we see it, there's a little bit. So it's so great to see all those people coming on. Luis, Lacey, great to have everyone here. I'm Kate Wood. I'm the recruiting manager here at Higher Military, Army vet, and I am a military spouse now as I continue, I guess, another level of service, following my husband around while he's still on active duty. So I'm currently located in Panama, where it is not negative 40. And I'm sorry, Lucy, I wish I could send some of my sun and humidity over to you in Alaska. But happy to be here sharing tons of roles today. We have lots.
We have lots. And look at Larissa here, Cutler Bay, Florida, and chili. My darling, I really don't know if you know the meaning of the word chili right now. If I was in Florida, I would be enjoying every single second of it. It's so great to see you all in the chats. Please do tell us where you are watching from. And really, if you are interested in the SkillBridge internship program or a permanent opportunity. Also, you're a transitioning service member, a military spouse, we love our spouses, or a veteran. And as you are writing those in the chats, and I'm saying hi to you all, Evelyn, hey from Hampton, Tara, hey, George, lovely to see you. Kevin in Fort Worth, thank you for joining us. I will just do a brief introduction too, if we haven't met before. I'm Lucy. I am an active duty Air Force spouse, senior director here at Higher Military, and we are currently stationed, as I said, in the interior of Alaska. So if you are familiar with Fort Wainwright, that most people are, if you are Army, we're not there. That's the cool base in these here parts. We are at Eielson Air Force Base, which is about 35 minutes south in the absolute boonies. My nearest target is 7 hours away, so try and beat that one. I will be moving soon, and I just saw that they're building a target in the town that I'm moving to. I cannot wait. It's going to be exceptional. But less about that and more about why we are here today. We spend this time with you because we want to share our newest and greatest opportunities for you, our military community. We have SkillBridge internships that we will be sharing, permanent positions, and then if you have any questions for us at all whilst we are live, we're here for about 30 minutes, please do throw those in the chat. And they can be with regard to SkillBridge, they can be about the job application process, they can be about the resume. If you've got a burning question and you've got our time right now, we will do our best to deliver a response to you. And if we can't do it in real time, we will come back after the event and we will give you the best information we can. Whilst you're still making those introductions, who else have we got here today? Desiree, Natasha, Angel, so lovely to see you joining us. Let me share a couple of links that I would like you to take a look at. So on the event page for this live, if you click on the please see more, the 3 dots, you will see some links. So for our jobs and internships and to join the talent pool, there is a link. You can also go to highermilitary.us. So all of our roles are on our website. They are updated daily, weekly. They change all the time. And so if you see something that you are interested in applying to, please do make your application as quickly as possible. But if you don't see anything that works for you, definitely join the talent pool. Essentially what that is registering your interest into our database so that when roles come up, we search through that. And if you are there and you are looking for IT in Chicago, we go, oh, IT in Chicago, we will connect with you. Equally, it means that you will be on our distro list so that we will send you emails ordinarily on a bi-weekly basis, just really with the newest roles, but also with any other training or event opportunities that we are taking part in. Two events that I really want to draw your attention to. If you are a military spouse, this one is for you. Mike Quinn, our CEO, is doing a Mastering LinkedIn webinar, and that is on February the 8th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, it is not just solely for spouses. However, it is more targeted towards the spouse and the spouse's need when it comes to connecting and networking on LinkedIn. If you want to join the other one, the Ordinary USO Mastering LinkedIn webinar, that is on February the 22nd at 11 a.m. Eastern Time too. And that is his usual event. And I promise you, if you are new to the platform, or if you are not new and you really want to know and learn how to leverage and maximize what you do here for the best delivery and to get the most out of it, do register for this via the USO Transitions Team website, because it really will be a good use of your time. On our website, highmilitary.us, under the resources tab, you will also see, and that's along the top, the resources tab, you will see a huge bunch of articles that Kate, me, and the team have created along with Olivia in our marketing team. And they really were pieces that we wrote that would be relevant to you. So as an example, really how to create a competitive application, how to target your resume, how to negotiate your salary, a LinkedIn cheat sheet, and also some interview skills as well. So there's a good library there for you to take a look at. As we go into sharing the roles today, I want to just give you some housekeeping rules. Essentially, if you hear of a position that you think, oh, wow, I want to hear more about that, just put the job title rather than interested or this one, because we are unable to put links in real time. So we want to be able to come back after this event, look at all the comments and give you the best information. Or if you hear of a role that you are interested in, go straight to our website, highmilitary.us, and you can take a look at it for yourself. Wow, that was a lot of information. And there's a lot of people here today, Kate. This is really exciting. So I'm going to hand over to you. And I think you are going to kick off today with permanent positions. And just to make it clear, all of our roles are open to spouses, veterans, transitioning service members, as well as military dependents. So to everybody who is in our military population audience and demographic. Kate.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Lucy. So like Lucy mentioned, we're going to discuss just a couple positions today, just really highlights of our newest roles. And when I talk newest roles, some of these we just posted maybe hours before this broadcast day. So these are new, they are open, they are hot jobs, and we are excited to share them with our military community. So the first roles that I'm going to mention again are direct hire opportunities. We are looking for candidates that can start in a role within the near future. So ideally within the next month. Okay, so you're actively searching, you are ready to start a job. So the first position I want to share with you is that we have manager and senior manager level roles. And the roles are available in the DC metro area, as well as a couple roles in Fayetteville, North Carolina, working directly on Fort Liberty. These positions are available in a hybrid capacity, so about 2 days in office. These positions, both at the manager and senior manager level, are supporting a long-term contract working with one of the big four accounting firms. So thinking about companies like Deloitte, KPMG, EY, PwC. This role is part of an ongoing fixed-term contract, and you are supporting the U.S. Army on internal auditing projects. In this role, you're going to be leading and guiding teams, as well as liaising with the Army personnel that you are working alongside. These roles do require an interim or an active clearance. They'd also like a degree in accounting, finance, IT, or business management. They would like a master's degree. If you do not have a master's degree, you can have a bachelor's degree and one of the certifications that are required, which is a PMP, the CPA, the CGFM, CDFM, or CISA. So again, we have about 14 openings that fall under this category, but you can find all of them kind of under one general job description on our website by looking at manager and senior manager roles. So if that sounds like of interest to you, if you have a finance, an auditing, accounting background, and those locations align with you, you can just type audit roles into the chat, and I'll be able to share a direct link following our call today and share more information on that as well. So the next, let's see, 4 roles that I have are all with a new client that we just brought on within the last week. This client is a world-class testing team that is working on nationally significant systems. So think about some of the highest level systems that the DoD is implementing. This company and the people working on their team are doing all of the testing to ensure that these systems are in line with their intention. They're safe, they're efficient, they're optimal for use by the Department of Defense. So this company provides testing services to virtually all of the U.S. Air Force air-delivered weapon systems, the Army and Navy weapon systems, and specifically joint DoD UAS systems and UGS systems as well. So people that operate in this space currently in the military, you are probably very familiar with all of this that I'm talking about, and these systems or these roles might specifically align for you. So we have several different roles that are all within this company that I'm mentioning right now. So the first is a space systems engineer. This is available in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We are so excited to have roles in Colorado. We know that is a hot state for our veteran and military community. The space systems engineer role requires at a minimum a secret clearance. Ideally, they do want a top secret clearance for this role. They need someone, or they need multiple candidates actually for this position, with a background in space systems, missile warning, satellite communications, global positioning systems, directed energy, or electronic warfare. So if that sounds like you, if that's something you did in the military, or if it's something you've done in the military and outside of the military, you can just type space system engineer into the chat and I'll share more information with you following our call today. They're looking for people with multiple levels of experience for these types of roles. So if it all sounds like of interest, just type it in the chat, or you can go on the website to learn more about the position as well. So on the same team, our client, our world-class testing client, they also have space systems analysts. This is also in Colorado Springs, Colorado. These roles require a clearance as well, ideally top secret, but they will accept a secret. The analysts' roles require a degree in mathematics, analytics, or engineering, and at least 6 years of analytics experience. They will also take someone that has done, a role that aligns with analytics as well. So if you have a very heavy mathematics background, even if it's not specific to the DoD, to the military, to space systems, but you are an analyst at the core, this is a role that could be for you as well. They're very open, like I mentioned, to multiple degrees of experience for these roles. So if that role sounds like of interest, you can just type space system analyst into the chat today. The next one, which I feel like would be very hot for our community, we have a cyber test analyst. This role is also in Colorado. It's going to be in the greater Denver metro area. This role is going to be centered on test integration, resource management, and test execution. This team works to assess cybersecurity, operational effectiveness, survivability, and adaptability for U.S. Space Force systems. So this cyber test analyst role requires a bachelor's degree in computer engineering, computer science, cybersecurity operations, electrical engineering, or information systems. They do want 6 or more years of experience for this role, and you will need to have one of the IA level 3 certifications. So we're talking the GCIH, the CISA, the CISSP, or the GCED certifications as well. So if that sounds like of interest to you, you can just type cyber into the chat, and we will, cyber test analyst into the chat, will provide the direct link for that role following our call today. And the last role I have for you is with the same organization, again, a world-class testing team. This is a OCONUS position. It is located in Manila, Philippines. So we know there are a lot of service members that may be served in that area of the world and are looking to potentially stay on there or relocate there. But our client is looking for a logistics liaison officer. So this person is going to be supporting movement, installation, operations, and maintenance, and sustainment of range operations throughout the Pacific region. So they want someone that is a subject matter expert that can work closely with the DoD, PACAF, Indo-PACOM, the contractors, the commercial entities, and the host nations to really just move and drive all of the logistics in that region for the client. This role does require a secret clearance. They would prefer a bachelor's degree, but if you have an extensive amount of logistics experience, they will accept that in lieu of a degree as well. But at the core, what they need for this position is someone that understands logistics. You understand the processes, the resources, the systems involved in making logistics work. They want someone who knows how to handle multiple modes of logistics, so air, sea, and land, and ultimately someone that has joint logistics experience as well. So if that sounds like you, if you are our logistics person that is located or interested in a really unique opportunity in Manila, Philippines, you can just type logistics into the chat and we will be able to reach out with more information. Again, these are just 5 of the vacancies we currently have available. We almost have 50 direct hire specific vacancies on our website. So if you didn't hear of something today that's of interest, go to hiremilitary.us, look at our direct hire opportunities, and see if there's something that might be a fit for you as well. So I'll pause there, Lucy, as we go on to the next phase.
I bet you will pause there, Kate. Gosh, that was an awful lot of information. I'm struggling to keep up, and I'm familiar with half of these roles. Wow. So many positions there. But also, I'm just going back to that one in the Philippines. If you are looking for an OCONUS role, we do have some others that we will be talking about at a later date as well. So just keep that in your back pocket. And also, as I am talking, and before I pass back to Kate, we've got a couple of people from the UK in the house today. So Alexander in Shropshire, and there was somebody a little bit earlier watching from Norfolk. I thought they were going to write Norfolk, Virginia, but they put Norfolk, UK. So great to see you guys. It's really nice to see some other Brits on this call. Kate, we are going to talk about SkillBridge now, aren't we? And I know we've already had a question about SkillBridge. So why don't you kick off, first of all, telling us who is actually eligible for this program and who can take part in it, and who would these roles be of interest to?
Sure, absolutely. And I think it was Larissa posted a question about, who can apply for SkillBridge programs? Who are these programs applicable to? So the SkillBridge program, if you aren't familiar with it, it is a DoD approved program. In the Army, it's called the Army Career Skills Program, but I'll just refer to it as SkillBridge from here on out. So it's a DoD approved program, and it's available for transitioning service members to utilize during their last 6 months of time on active duty service. So as they are transitioning, they will calculate the time, or the window we call it, that they're available for a DoD SkillBridge internship. And that date is calculated from your ETS or your EAS. So 6 months back, you're able to complete a DoD SkillBridge internship. The internships are based on your availability. So that's your last around 180 days of service. We do see that typically SkillBridge interns or transitioning service members are approved for somewhere around 90 to 120 days of time for an internship. And as we all know, each of the branches of the DoD independently manage this program. And so your branch of service does largely dictate some of those parameters in terms of the time you're allowed, or if you're able to conduct SkillBridge internships away from your duty station of record. So definitely, if based on your branch of service, there are some intricacies that do apply to the program. We endeavor, or the program itself endeavors, for these opportunities to be a bridge to meaningful employment. And so specifically here at Hire Military, we partner with clients that do have full-time opportunities for the DoD SkillBridge intern to transition into on the completion of their internship. So that is a very important part of this program. You want it to be a bridge to meaningful employment. And so the clients that we do partner with, we specifically kind of vet them to make sure that they have the same intentions for the program that we know it was created for. So we can also partner with companies, though, that are not DoD approved. And we can help facilitate that conversation with them and basically bring them under our umbrella as a DoD approved internship host to help you to facilitate your internship as well. So what we recommend for anyone that's interested in the DoD SkillBridge program or Army Career Skills program is talk to your command early, talk to them often about wanting to pursue a DoD SkillBridge internship, and start networking and start looking for opportunities that align for you and what your goals are outside of the military as well. So like I mentioned, we strive for high probability of full-time offer upon completion. Again, this is dependent upon your success as an intern during the program, but we're happy to say that we have about a 97% offer rate for all of our DoD SkillBridge interns that have interned with our clients here at Hire Military. So if there are any other specific questions to SkillBridge, you can keep typing those in the chat. I'm very happy to answer any and all of them that I can as we go here today. Someone just asked, will they allow those who have never used this service to capitalize on SkillBridge or internship as veterans? Unfortunately, at this time, the Department of Defense is only supporting this program for transitioning service members. But I know Lucy has a couple opportunities later on to share that are available, kind of not necessarily for an internship capacity, but training programs for our veteran community. So without further ado, I'm going to kind of jump into our SkillBridge roles. I have quite a few to mention, just like I did for the direct hire. Again, these are just wave tops. We have about 30 other SkillBridge internships that are available on our website as well. So first opportunity I want to share with you today is an aircraft mechanic SkillBridge internship. We have these opportunities in multiple locations: Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida, Oklahoma City, and San Antonio, Texas. We have varying degrees of opportunities available for you. So our client is an aviation company. They do specialize in aircraft and engine inspection and audit. They are looking for both licensed, so A&P licensed aircraft mechanics, as well as those that may not have their A&P currently, but have experience doing aircraft mechanics. So if you have 3 years of commercial or military aircraft mechanic experience without an A&P license, they are also interested in looking at you for these SkillBridge internships. The ideal aircrafts that we're looking for experience on are the Boeing 700 series, the C-130, the KC-135, the KC-10, and the VC-25 and similar. We've also have a couple of those locations that are open to people that have helo mechanic experience as well. So if you're an aircraft mechanic, if you're a helicopter mechanic, and you want to continue that career path post-military, this is a fantastic internship for you with a really great company. So you can just type aircraft mechanic into the chat and we'll provide more information on that as well. The next opportunity that I have is a remote SkillBridge internship, and I know that always puts everyone's lights on when they hear of a remote and SkillBridge internship. So we have an opportunity to continue our partnership with a really great client called Sprout Social. We are hiring for sales development associates in a SkillBridge internship role. We've had really great success with our past cohorts with Sprout, and we're really excited to be able to offer these opportunities to the military community again. We will have cohorts for these specific roles. We will be looking for multiple candidates at the beginning of every quarter this year. The first cohort is going to be starting on April 2nd. So these positions are, again, like I mentioned, they're remote. They're with a company called Sprout Social, who works in the social media space. In this role, you will learn how to generate new potential customers, import and manage contacts into Salesforce, and you will manage accounts in Salesforce as well to ensure data integrity and uncover opportunities for data enrichment. So for these positions, in terms of requirements, they are really looking at a type of person. They want people that are very passionate about sales and learning how to become sales professionals. And when we say sales, we don't think of what everyone typically thinks of, like car salesmen or things like that. You are looking to sell business to business. So communicating a product that Sprout has to their clients and sharing the value that that product has for those other businesses as well. So this is a fantastic opportunity if moving into the sales or business development arena is of interest to you. So if it sounds like something you might just want to hear more information about, you can just type sales development into the chat. We'll be able to provide more information on that as well. So I have 2 more positions to share today. The next being a maintenance manager in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is one of our fantastic SkillBridge partners, Masonite. Masonite's been a great partner of Higher Militaries for several years now, and they have a 100% job offer rate for every SkillBridge intern that has ever come through the Higher Military pipeline. So when you land a role with Masonite in a SkillBridge internship, you are ensured the support that is needed to really have a successful internship and follow-on opportunity as well. So they're looking for a maintenance manager in Charlotte, North Carolina. They need someone with at least 3 years of leadership experience. They'd love someone that has some project management experience. And if you have a really strong understanding of HVAC, compressed air, plumbing, electrical, or structural systems, that's the type of person they need for this role. And we know Charlotte and North Carolina are great locations for our military community too. So the last position I have today, last but very not least, we have ongoing opportunities with a great client, Texas Instruments. They don't just create calculators. They are one of the global producers of semiconductors as well. And they have equipment and facilities technicians positions both at their Dallas, Texas location as well as Lehi, Utah. We have ongoing start dates with this client, and given the time that we have, I'm not going to go too much into detail on these roles, but we have ongoing cohorts that are available for these positions. We have start dates in March and October for their Lehi, Utah location, and we have start dates in August for their Dallas, Texas location. So if you are someone that has electrical or mechanical experience, They are looking for you for these positions. And again, it's a really fantastic organization, a globally recognized brand, and they do also provide, upon successful completion of your internship, a $6,000 housing stipend or transportation stipend to help at the end of your internship as well. So just another added bonus from that amazing internship with Texas Instruments. So again, this is just very basic wave tops on what we have to offer in terms of the DoD SkillBridge program. Please visit the website for all of our vacancies. If you have questions on any of these roles, go to the website. If you can't get them answered, reach out to one of the recruiters on our team. We're happy to try to answer any of those questions for you. Lucy, I'm going to graciously hand it back over to you.
I was about to ask you, do you need to take a nap? Do you need to take a break? That's a lot of information, Kate. And I've got even more to share. So the whole reason I wasn't here last week was because I was invited to the annual and national conference for veteran service brands. If you've watched this once or twice before, you will have heard me talk about them. But I came away just so impressed by this company, this organization. It is a network of franchises that is only open to the veteran community. And they have 5 or 6 different product lines now, 5 or 6 different businesses. So they've got parking lot striping. Who knew? I mean, it needs to be done all the time. Epoxy floor, Mach 1 epoxy flooring, paint core. They've got a new company now called the Bollard Brigade. So they are installing bollards, and then athletic field striping. And every single one of these verticals, you can become a franchise owner. And I can't tell you just how impressed I was with the motivation, the success in the room. I mean, they have a $1 million club, and that is a very real thing that people are earning or turning over on an annual basis. So you can imagine just the take home on that. But they really work with us in partnership so that we can share their opportunities to our audience and really highlight and amplify who they are amongst our veteran community. Everybody who is an owner or an owner operator is a veteran. So there definitely is a level of camaraderie, a level of support, a level of home away from homeness. And I just can't tell you, like, I walked away thinking, I need to get involved in this. They were just awesome. So if being an entrepreneur is something that tickles your fancy, or you're thinking about it post-active duty, or you've been retired, or you've been separated now for a little time, and you think, you know, I'd really like to do something for myself, please do take the opportunity to investigate these brands, because I absolutely promise you, if you saw my post on LinkedIn this week, they are phenomenal. Everybody is phenomenal. And actually, we've placed their latest COO there as a SkillBridge intern. They've got a couple of interns of ours as well. So phenomenal company. Definitely recommend. If you are interested in hearing more, just put VSB in the comments. Another opportunity that I love amplifying and sharing is Skillstorm. So again, I wrote a post about them yesterday here on LinkedIn because we are in partnership with them and really to share what they are up to. But let me tell you this, if you are considering or want to take part in an IT, a cyber, a data analysis role post-active duty, and you don't know where to start, Cool is where you start. They have loads of certs that you can access via Cool, and they are free to you. It is a bit trickier with the Navy and the Marine Corps, but Army, Air Force, and Coast Guard, absolutely go in there. I can share the detail with you, but if you want to set yourself up for success and show either the newest SkillBridge internship company that you are hopefully going to apply to, or the roles that you're applying to, that you are dedicated to this and you are really committed, then you couldn't do better than getting a couple of these certs through Cool before you transition. So if this is of interest to you, definitely put Skillstorm in the comments and we will share a bit more with you. I told you earlier that we had some further opportunities, OCONUS. So Acuity International is a great company. They've actually taken 4 people through us so far. And they provide process and tech-based critical services to the government and commercial enterprises around the world. They're currently looking for vets for opportunities in Iraq, Somalia, and other locations to be disclosed, for roles in security, intel analysis, and medical technology. So if those potentially, or hearing more about that, is of interest to you, you can throw Acuity here in the chats. And if you need to know how to spell that, because I wouldn't know, ACUITY, super simple. And I think that's about it for me today. If you follow us here on LinkedIn, then we will be sharing our newsletter next Wednesday, our newest newsletter. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I think that just leaves me to say at 2:29 or 10:29 my time. Kate, we are bang on the nose with the timing. Thanks, Kate. You played an absolute blinder today. You were awesome. I know that was a lot of information. And to everybody who has joined us today, it's such a pleasure to see your names, see where you are calling in from. And if you need anything at all from us, throw some comments here and we will get back to you as soon as we possibly can. On behalf of myself and Higher Military and Kate today, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure, and we will see you again next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye.